Welcome Sagittarius, welcome to Unspiritual Tarot. My name is Jenny. So it's almost February, so we're going to go ahead and get the February readings. Please take what resonates, let go what doesn't. This is a general read. It could be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Check out those other placements if you need to. They might resonate as well. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. Let me go ahead and get these cards set. Let me go ahead and get the cards set. Hope everybody's doing well, at peace and everything. I always like to see people happy, so I hope that's what you are. All right, so let me get my layout here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it. All right, well, so I see quite a few cups here, some pentacles, and a few swords and wands. So it's pretty evenly balanced here. So let's see what's going on with you. So your overall energy here, Two of Swords. So this is missing something. You're like, you can't see clearly about something. Something you might be refusing to see. You're blocking because, you know, this person can take off that blindfold at any time to see better. So there's something that you are choosing not to see that might be right in front of your face here. So the starting of this message is both wands. There's a burden here as well as moving away from something and taking action. So there's some kind of burden here, and it could be something that you are refusing to see. You're really burdened, but if you just took off that blindfold, you'd see, you know, where the burden's coming in and be able to let down some of those weights, those wands. This is taking action, swift action away, though. So I think you are trying to lift some of these burdens from yourself. Your focus, starting a new emotional journey here, something that makes you fulfilled, coming from this place of unconditional love for yourself and as others as well. Your recent past, collaborating with others. This is like a team effort. This could be like your coworkers, somebody you're working on a project with, but this is collaborating and working as a team with other people. Your strengths. You are really sitting in your spirituality, in your integrity and all that. So this is a strength for you, standing in your integrity, living your best version of yourself, your higher self, trusting spirit. Your immediate future here, there does look like some conflict coming in. So you have some conflict coming in, and I really feel like it might be people are just putting too much on you. And you're not really seeing that because, you know, they might be friends of yours or saying it in a pleasant way, but somehow they are dropping the ball on you and you're getting all this, all these burdens and being weighed down by it. So I really feel like, you know, you might come to the conclusion to say something or some kind of conflict's going to come up. You're going to just get too burnt out or overburdened that you're going to say something or react some way, and it's going to cause this conflict, which then is going to lead to some emotional disappointment here. People are going to like, I can't believe you think that, even though they're the ones throwing all the stuff on you. It's, you know, standing up for yourself and then, but, you know, be careful how you stand up for yourself because we have to do it in a healthy way. You know, if you like do it aggressively, you know, then they can play victim. But, you know, you can set boundaries and say, you know, look, you know, do it in a good way with integrity, like you already standing in that integrity. So I kind of feel like that is kind of weighing you down because you're like, you know, well, you know, I can handle it, you know, I got to be good to people and all this, but then they're taking advantage of that. So it's going to lead to some conflict and disappointment here. And you do have like this like lack mindset here too. So there's something lacking in this situation. And I really feel like they're not pulling their weight. So they're dumping a lot of on that, and it's really starting to burden you here. So the energy that supports you is you are a leader. You know, you do have authority, so you can stop this whenever you want. You do have the empowerment of over your own life. So you can tell them, you know, you can set those healthy boundaries and tell them they need to respect you and not put up with that. But there's somebody that's really kind of taking advantage of you here. Your hopes and fears are this Six of Pentacles. So this balanced energy, this is what you want. You want it to be balanced. You want everybody to do their fair share. This is that collaboration, teamwork, but it's not working very functionally as a team here because you're getting a lot of the leftovers and they're kind of just slacking off here. So you do want this. This is your hope, that it'll be balanced. There's a give and take energy. Everybody does their share. But it also could be like that fear side too, because you think like, you know, nobody here is going to pick up the slack here. They're all throwing it on me. And you're concerned about if it's going to continue that way. Your potential outcome here is moving away from this disappointment. So whether this is a job or a family situation, you're going to walk away from this situation. Because if they don't realize that they are throwing everything on you and doing their fair share, you know, it's just not fair to you. It's burdening you and you're going to walk away. All right, so let's go ahead and get some clarity on that. That's pretty basic and self-explanatory, but you know, I really feel like though you're not seeing it because you're just a nice person, you know. You don't want to cause any turmoil. You know, who wants to at work too, right? That just gives you more grief. But, you know, you do have to have healthy boundaries and stand up for yourself here. You know, it's all good to be a nice person, but you can't be walked on or be a doormat, right? Okay, so for this Three of Pentacles energy, or this, not the Three of Pentacles. This Two of Swords energy, which is your overall energy. Yeah, this is taking a risk, you know? Taking a risk and starting this new journey. So, you're being asked to see the situation for what it is. Take off that blindfold and pay attention. So it doesn't, you know, sometimes we do have to stir the waters up a little bit. We can't be a doormat, right? So don't worry if you're going to create a little bit of turmoil by standing up for yourself. You have to be respected and have that self-love. You have to have that self-love, okay? So let's go ahead and get on this Eight of Wands and this Ten of Wands. This burden here and moving away from the burden. Let's see what this is. Okay. Yeah, the Chariot. Yeah. It's time to step into that motivation and willpower and move away from this situation. And before you get too burnt out here, okay? You can't keep putting up with this. Let's get one more on that. Yeah. Because it's affecting your emotions here. King of Cups reverse. This is somebody who's mastered their emotions. This is really causing some chaos where it's affecting your emotions as well. Your emotional well-being. And then you have the King of Wands reversed too. And your confidence. So this is really affecting you. Whatever this situation is where somebody's taking advantage of you and putting more burden on you, is really affecting your confidence. And, you know, you might be unmotivated, but you are being asked to be motivated because you had that Chariot. You know, you need to step up that motivation and determination. It's also affecting your emotions. So this could be somebody you really care about as well that's kind of taking advantage of you and you don't want to rock the boat or hurt them. But if it's hurting you, there's a compassionate way you can say it, right? So let's go ahead and see what this focus about, this Ace of Cups. This is focusing on taking care of yourself, loving yourself enough to set healthy boundaries and deserve the respect that you want. Yeah, now we have the Six of Swords. But it's reversed. See, if you let this keep going, this is not going to be successful. It's just going to create more chaos, more hard feelings, resentment, burn you out. So it's time to trim this up and make this successful, okay? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get this recent past where you were working together, collaborating. Eight of Pentacles. This is about work, like skills, working, but it's reversed. So it's just uneven here. You're kind of picking up all the slack on everybody else. And it's burning you out. It's not like a collaboration. It's like one-sided here. Yeah, and something can't come complete here because it's just stuck in this energy of you being burnt out, picking up the slack from everybody else. This wants to complete, but you have to like step up, have that motivation, and stand up for yourself and demand that respect. Okay? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get the strength. You standing in your strength here. Okay. Six of Wands. So Six of Wands is that victory and success. So you standing in your strength and knowing what you're worth and knowing that you deserve to be treated fairly and not just taken advantage of, it's going to lead to success here. But you know, you have to come from a place of integrity in your higher self. You can't just lash out, right? You have to do it with grace and integrity. Have that compassionate talk. Set healthy boundaries. So now we're going to go ahead and get the immediate future with this conflict. Yeah, see, this conflict is making you unhappy. You know, it's keeping you unhappy here. If there's a lot of conflict and turmoil, I really feel like that's why you're trying to avoid having this conversation or setting healthy boundaries, because you don't want this conflict. But it's going to lead to that anyway, because you're going to get too burnt out and lash out because your emotions are affected, your confidence is affected, and it's going to just lead to where you're going to get burnt out. And when we get our emotions burn out and we get burnt out and tired, we lash out. So it's best to do it while you're still in a good frame of mind here, and you know, in a place of integrity. So let's go ahead and get the supportive energy, which is this 5, this lack, which is interesting that it's healing. So there's some kind of healing and wish fulfillment coming in here. This is wish is coming true. So I kind of feel like with this lack, you kind of feel like avoiding things is going to lead to no conflict. It's just going to go quietly and peaceful. But it's going to lead to your burnout. So this lack, in a way, is keeping you from this healed energy. It's keeping you from your wishes fulfilled. It's keeping you from that happiness. So it's time to tell them to stop slacking and help out. Like, it's a team effort here. We all have to do our part. Either that or walk away from it and go somewhere else, like another job or whatever the situation is. Okay, so let's see about this immediate future energy with the 5 of Cups, the disappointment. See, it's because you're not seeing clearly. You had this in the beginning. The 2 of Swords, you're refusing to see something that you're taking advantage. You're looking at it like, they wouldn't do that to me, or it's okay, they just don't know. You're not seeing something clearly that you're being taken care of, taken advantage of, I'm sorry. So there's some kind of thing that you're not seeing. And it's keeping you disappointed and overburdened. So it's time to see that clearly. Take off that blindfold and see it for what it is. It could also be a boss just throwing more on you because they are afraid to reach out to the other workers because they know they're going to get a bunch of grief or arguments. So it's time to stand up for yourself. Yeah, trust your intuition. You know, uncover those hidden things, what the real motive is here. So, yeah, some of you, I really do feel like this is a boss, and because they don't want, maybe they have people that are very confrontational that you work with. You know how there's ones that want to get out of work and they're very confrontational to people. And they might be don't want that confrontation or afraid of them. So they know you'll do it and they put it all on you. But that is not respecting you, and it's overburdening you. So it's time to see what it is. Trust that intuition, let go of those fears, and face that person and tell them, this isn't fair. You need to respect me more. I shouldn't be doing the job for 2 or 3 other people. I have my own job to do. They have their job to do. They're getting paid the same as me, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and see what this energy that supports you. This Emperor standing in your power, being a leader of your life. Yep, look at that. Walking away, taking action and moving away from it. Swift action. This needs to be done right away. Okay? Hopes and fears. The 6 of Pentacles here. This balanced energy, this give and take. Yeah. See, getting that spark of truth here. Going towards being inspired to take action on the truth. So this needs to be taken care of, you know. And if you don't, maybe it's time to get another job or move out of this situation. Because it's just going to keep burdening you and putting disappointment on you and keeping you from being happy. All right, so the last one here, the potential outcome with this 8 of Cups moving away, which you had twice here. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, look, see? This is your emotional fulfillment. Leaving this situation, putting an end to this situation of where you're getting overworked, burdened, everybody else's duties or job on your plate. It's time to have that happiness. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up with a Let It Go card. So this situation, if it's not fair, I can understand why you might not want confrontation or you're trying to be the good person. But, you know, if this is a boss throwing everything on you, it is time for you to tell them that this is not right. You're getting paid the same thing. Just because they're fearful, they shouldn't be in that position then to be a boss, right? So let's go ahead and get a Let It Go card to end this reading. Here's your card, and it says, let go of the idea that you need to have anything other than happiness in your life. Yes. You know, you don't have to pick up the slack for other people because they have insecurities or lazy or whatever, or unmotivated. It's your time to be happy and let go of those burdens, Sagittarius. So that's your message. Thanks so much for watching. Have a beautiful February. And by March, you're going to do this and get this cleared up. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.